Welcome, everyone, to the Gemini new moon and Mercury retrograde and solar eclipse. This is a big, big time. So, hi, I'm Judy. I think most people here know me, but if you don't, I'm Judy Keating, and I get to work in Wise Transformation, which is the organization that hosts these calls. Welcome, welcome. And I get to work with Bonnie Salomon. And our business intention is two women intent on bringing elemental wisdom and feminine magic back into everyday life. So welcome, welcome. Today, we're going to do something a little different. Upcoming event, Sacred Space, about the timing. We're going to do changes coming. So I'm going to do an energy session today. Ceremonial guidance. And so I've changed how we do the cards today, just so everybody's aware. We're going to do earth and water together and air and fire together. And the reason we're doing that is because I want to put the energy session in, and I want to keep it to 60 minutes or a tiny bit less. So it's all good. I'm just so grateful that you came today. And if you're listening to the recording, I'm grateful for you too. So one of the first offerings is crystalline consciousness technique is really growing. There's new teachings all the time in it. And I want to have more professional people doing it in the world. If you're a coach, if you're a priestess, this crystalline consciousness technique healing, it will up-level you in ways that I can't even describe. It has changed my life. So I'm offering a class to have professional certified people as a foundational practitioner after the 9 modules and after you do your certification, which is you get people to do sessions with you and they send surveys to corporate, then you become a practitioner. And what that means is you're listed on the Crystalline Consciousness Technique website and you get to grow with these tools. So I just want you to know about it. And of course, the Galactic Gathering of Wise Women is coming up fast. September is fast approaching. So if you have any interest in being at a phenomenal gathering of women with facilitators beyond compare, I'm the support team this year. So I'm not facilitating, meaning I'm not doing a session, but I'm there, and Bonnie's there, and Kaylin Castell is there, and Joy Ferguson is there, and Thea Summerdeer is going to take us on a nature walk at the event. Just so many wonderful, wonderful things. And then there's going to be vendors like Judy Pace with her jewelry, and so much more. So if you have an interest, please go to wisetransformation.com. There's a link at the top of the page. Because of Mercury retrograde, we extended the early bird pricing of $444, which includes all of your facilitation attendance, access to vendors, and all of your food at the event, including snacks and drinks and all the meals, $444. And you would need to set up your lodging at Unicoi separately, and you would pay for that separately. So just want you to know about it. And if you want the early bird pricing or you want a payment plan, now's the time. So we're going to open to the living field of creation and center ourselves. And we're going to ask for a connection to the elemental forces. Earth. Such gratitude today for the beauty and the bounty that surround us, for the nutrition that you give us from your harvest, for the fact that we have human bodies that can experience so many beautiful things: taste, touch, smell, sight, and hearing, if we're blessed to have all 5 of our senses, that we can have such experience in a human body. So much wisdom, so much awareness, so much connection to our fellow human beings and to every sentient being on the planet. Water. We're in the Gemini new moon window, so of course I'm going to ask water to bring play and lightness to us today. Air. For some reason, the word freedom is just really coming to me today. So I just ask that each person experience freedom for themselves, whatever that looks like. And fire. The power of transformation. To step into this transformation portal, this particular time offers an elevated transformation window. And spirit, I just ask for additional creativity for anyone listening to the call, whether they're present here or they listen to the recording. This is a powerful time of creativity to allow what wants to come through you to outpicture. So with that cauldron set, let us begin. In a new moon window, you have an alignment in the same archetype. So we have a sun and a moon in Gemini. The new moon is actually tomorrow, but we are in the window. And I do these calls a day ahead so that you can do any ceremony or any activation or journaling or anything that you want to do on the new moon day for yourself. This gives us a tremendous boost of energy, and we have help with that boost of energy. And it might feel a little overwhelming because there's so much happening. But Gemini is an air sign, and it teaches us the importance of fresh experience, change, fun, games, imagination. It's the perpetual youth, it's curious, and it often plays the comedian. It is the archetype that can tell power the truth without getting their head chopped off. They can deliver the news, good, bad, critical, anything, with giving you the message that you need to hear. It likes to communicate and bring news and information, and it is the divine muse. It's directly connected to source in that way. So we're just calling on the energy of Gemini for each person here. I love this quote from Albert Einstein. It personifies Gemini for me. Everyone is a genius. But if you judge a fish on its ability to climb a tree, it will live its whole life believing that it is stupid. So I offer that today because if you are holding on to identities that are not you, this is a great time to say no more. So we have Mercury retrograde till June 22nd. Mercury retrograde is a great time to review, reflect, research, and recommit to what is your soul's highest calling. Then we have the annular solar eclipse. And our friend and fellow sister, Kaylin Castell, has great recordings on it. I would advise you to go to her Facebook page or her Instagram. But this is a quote from her Sky Mysteries recording. The annular solar eclipse, the ring of fire, brings to mind a cauldron of fire, an alchemy through transformation that represents all that must be burned away before something new can be birthed. This is an especially potent time to be mindful of your intentions and what seeds you are energizing going forth with your attention. So the new moon is already a time to set new intentions, but because of the annular solar eclipse, you want to be sure that you're setting your intentions with what seeds you want to energize going forward with your attention. So if you're paying attention right now to things that are negative or that don't serve you, it's time to drop it and really focus on the positive, Focus on what is right for you and focus on what you intend going forward, what you want to give your attention to. So I'm going to start with the mini session before we look at our questions, because I want everyone to get the ease that CCT can bring. So I'm going to have your help today. After I set up the fields, I'm going to ask you to move your hands. So we're going to practice the hand movements. One hand on the center of your chest, one hand on the belly button. Then at another point, I'll ask you to move your hands, one above your belly button and one below. And it doesn't matter which hand goes where, wherever it's most natural for you to put it. That's what you want to do. So one hand on your heart, one hand on your belly button. Then we move one hand above and one hand below. And then eventually we're going to move both hands atop the belly button. So those are the directions I'm going to give you. So I'll guide and you can close your eyes if you want. I'm going to get relaxed. So I'm going to set up our fields first. That connects us. Whether you're listening to the recording or you're here live, you're still included in the group. So I asked to place the vibration of opening in each individual's crystalline energy field and in our crystalline group field, those people that are on the call or listen to the call. I asked to place the healing chambers in the appropriate order for this mini session in your individual crystalline energy field and in our crystalline group field. I asked to place the healing chambers. I asked to place the vibration of each person's individual intention and the intention of this CCT mini session in your individual crystalline energy field and in our crystalline group field. I asked to place the vibration of the 23 crystal vibrations, 11 universal needs, and the vibration of mastery in each person's individual crystalline energy field and in our crystalline group field. I asked to connect you to the crystalline grids of the planet. I asked to connect you to the crystalline energy field, and I asked that we connect through the crystalline energy field. So one hand on the center of your chest and one hand on your belly button. I invoke opening. Okay, move one hand above your belly button and one hand below. We're still in opening. Opening is a connection to where all the solutions live. It's a connection to your higher self, to crystalline consciousness. Okay, move one hand on the center of your chest and one hand on your belly button. I invoke one multidimensional time healing chamber. Go ahead and move one hand above your belly button and one hand below. Leave your hands where they are. I ask to anchor in the following intentions as stated. Master clarity connected to right timing with a flower of life healing chamber. Trust and follow the guidance given. Put one hand on your belly button and the other atop it, one on top of the other. I invoke mastery. Mastery brings us to the present moment and upgrades our blueprints so that they can take these intentions. And as CCT works with you, it aligns you to the newest, most updated version of you. As it is intended in the new earth energies, so it is. So you can put your hands down. And I ask for assimilation for each person. When you're ready, you just want to open your eyes and come back present. The assimilation will help you. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. Now we're ready to dive into the questions. So we use Lisa Michaels' Elemental Forces of Creation Oracle, the creator of natural rhythms, and we just honor her as we use these cards. And because we're in Gemini, it's a power time to focus on breathing life into your creation goals. So that's sort of my meta intention for today. If you have your own cards, you want to go ahead and pull your own cards, but I did pull the earth and water cards together and the air and fire cards together. So before we start that, you do want to focus on something. Could be one or two things, but what are you creating at this time? What do you want to get information about as we dive into our new moon, solar eclipse, Mercury retrograde inquiry? Just giving people a couple minutes to just make note of what you want to focus on. I think everybody here knows, but when we do these calls, we communicate through the chat mostly, but you can unmute if you want to. And just let me know when you're ready to move on. Pull the chat up. When you've got what you're going to work on today, just say, I'm ready, or type it in the chat. Thank you, Xandria. Judy shares nature and emotional awareness. Right on. Great. Ready, Dodie. Thank you. Just take another minute if you need to. Ah, beautiful, Kristen. Oh, Lynn, our deep condolences to you. Yes. Thanks for being here today, Lynn, so we can offer you support. Beautiful. Okay, we're going to move. I just want to make sure everybody got a chance to finish. Okay. There's one person that didn't reply in the chat, but it's okay. I assume you're ready. And if you're not, we'll just take it a little bit slow. So this is a little different, but again, because I wanted to honor timing. Oh, great, Tina. Thank you. Okay, so everybody has their focus. For the collective, I pulled body wisdom and surrender. So I pulled both an earth and water card because we're going to do a combination question today because of time. And the question I was asked to give you to journal with is, what are my body and emotions telling me? And I will put music on. What are my body and emotions telling me? And because it's 2 cards, I'll try to give you a little extra time. Whoops. You know what, ladies? I think I might have goofed. I don't think I checked the button. So excuse me just a second. While I jump in there, push the button, and then when I play the music, you can hear it. People can hear music, right? Okay, just making sure. For those of you that have let me know you're finished, I appreciate it. Just wanted to share that Dodie said, it's time to let go of some new habits I've formed that aren't helping me move forward, but are keeping me stuck. Time to let go of fear of the new. I think I heard from everybody else that they were complete. So thank you, ladies. Beautiful work. And if you drew your own cards, if you want to tell us what they were, it's sometimes helpful if you share what you pull. So the earth and water axis is the feminine axis, the more receptive, intuitive axis that we have. And we're going to move on to the masculine axis, or the air and fire, the mental and action realm. And I pulled vibrational attunement modalities, which let me check the chat really quick. Tina pulled beauty and aesthetics for earth and holding space for water. Beautiful. I pulled vibrational attunement modalities after I decided I was going to do the CCT session. So apparently that was the right thing to do. I don't know. But if you do Reiki, or you tone, or you have other vibrational attunement modalities that you use, I pulled it for the collective. So if you don't pull your own cards, you can just take that in. And I pulled altered states for fire. And there's so much happening right now. We might feel like we're in an altered state, but that's what I pulled for the collective. And let's just check the chat again. Kristen says, my body tells me to allow the moon to guide me and honor the cycles. My emotions tell me to surrender to the guidance of the universe, connect with water by going with the flow, and allow infinite possibilities and limitless inspiration. Beautiful. I like that message. I'd have to borrow it. Thank you, Kristen. So what highest vibration intention will transform into action at this time? What highest vibration intention will transform into action at this time? And if you want to just write that down and see what comes, I'll put on some music again. Beautiful, Judy. Hmm. Beautiful intentions coming through. So if you're done, if you could just let me know. So I want to read some of these because they're very clear. Judy shared trust internal awareness. Dodie said desire to be of highest service. Kristen shared crystal Reiki and womb Reiki. Giving myself this self-care will help me be more effective for healing and serving others. Lynn says to declutter my mind and spaces. I got a hit about that one too, Lynn. Be more centered and in the moment. From Tina, that's always a good one. And Xandria says, perspective of the visionary transforms into action from passion. Beautiful. Perspectives of the visionary transforms into action from passion. Thank you, ladies, for the work you're doing. It's just lovely. So now we're going to move on to spirit. And there's nothing that I can pair with spirit because spirit is spirit, you know. So I was surprised and not surprised that I pulled divine masculine for the collective. And the reason I wasn't surprised is when you think about it, we're in Gemini, which is an air sign, and we're in a solar eclipse, which is fire. So it's masculine access. So I was like, oh, okay, that makes sense. So you can pull your own card, and please do if you're pulling cards from this deck or any other deck. But of course, it being a Gemini new moon and a Gemini sun, Receive a message from Spirit that makes you smile. Receive a message from Spirit that makes you smile. Beautiful. We're doing great on time, so if you need to take a few deep breaths, please do so. Got some beautiful messages here. Dodie shares, one step at a time, one challenge at a time. Patience, perseverance, and laughter will get you there. Tina has 3 wise words. You are whole. Brilliant. And I hope you're smiling, Tina. Kristen shares, you got this. People are waiting for you. Stop playing small and get your ass out there. Show up and be visible. Illuminate your radiance so you can help others do the same. And I saw that smile, Kristen. Beautiful. Xandria, thanks for letting me know you're finished. Okay. Oh. All right. It's just, I think we got one more. Connect more strongly to those on the other side, along with Mother Mary. Beautiful. Beautiful then. Okay. So now we're going to go to pulling it all together. With what we've done today, what's your unified field message when you take what you got from earth and water, air and fire, and then spirit, and you put it all together in a unified field? What do you get? What do the elements want to help you with or want you to know with your project or creation? Thank you, Xandria. Thanks, Tina. I appreciate it. Wonderful messages coming in. Tina shared, learn to hold space for yourself and others, enjoy the beauty and aesthetics of nature, body, and life. See the wider perspective so that growth can happen. Your creativity is boundless. Just beautiful, Tina. Judy shares, nature supports and sustains emotional awareness, bringing clarity for letting go and encouraging recognition of the recognition of the powers of intention and personal responsibility in alignment with spirit. Take a few deep breaths with that one. That's a beautiful synthesis, Miss Judy. Dodie shares, keep moving, keep believing you are exactly where you need to be. Believing that will get you places. That's all I can say. It will get you places. So you'll notice I put my email in the chat. And I just wanted to put it there in case anyone wants to reach out to me for any kind of support. There are things I can do for free. It's not about that. It's about if you need extra assistance at this time, just let me know. And I'm happy to help. So Judy at innerlifecoaching.net. Can I share that one, Judy? Judy says, my cat must agree. She is sitting on my cards. That's so funny. And Kristen shares, as I connect to my own womb wisdom, I allow my intuition to lead the way as I embody radiance and be in flow. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. So thank you, ladies, for being here. Lynn, I'm just sending you some extra love and support. And I want you to know that the next call is for the summer solstice, and that's going to be hosted by Bonnie Salomon on Saturday, June 19th at 12 noon. And then the next full moon call, let me just get the chat here. You're so welcome, Lynn. Okay. I'm going to be doing the Capricorn full moon community ceremony Wednesday, June 23rd at 12 noon. So just want you to mark your calendars for those things because Bonnie does an incredible job with the wheel points. And your presence here today, whether you're listening to the recording or here with us live, we just so appreciate you. Thank you for taking the time to do this for yourself and for sharing your wisdom. So enjoy the Gemini new moon tomorrow and the solar lunar eclipse, and take very good care at this time. Go a little slower, have a little more fun. And thank you for being you and for being here. So appreciate it. Kristen says, sending you hugs and prayers, Lynn. All right, I'll see you ladies again soon. Bye.